News Central's reporters are tracking events leading to the Eid festivities from locations across the country to bring us up to speed with the latest. And let's start by bringing in Igbalani Omoni, who is standing by at Ojodubeja for the latest update. Niyi, thank you for joining. Earlier you said thousands were trapped in a gridlock on the road. Tell us what's the latest.
I'll start on my right-hand side here. Now, this is the road from Ibadan inward Lagos State, and as you can see that the traffic eases up just as you move towards Ojodubeja, because most of the motorists have gone past the Kara corridor, which further confirms that the Kara corridor, which is a major ram market on that expressway, the stopover of motorists, of buyers, of traders, the trading activity generally ongoing at that place is one of the things causing traffic at that particular area, and that has further trapped a lot of travelers that are coming outside from the mainland here, most of them with their traveling bags. You see not much vehicle has arrived here at the time, and once they get here and they can't find vehicles to convey them, most of them who want to travel outside Lagos cross through this bridge here, if I can call it a bridge or a layway, to this side of the road. And on this side of the road, it hasn't eased up, because you would remember that the Warawa C-turning just along this Lagos-Ibadan expressway, which is a C-turning that links back to this side of the road, which has the Kara corridor. The road has been demarcated to give room for those who want to turn and go back to this side of the carriageway, which is the Kara corridor, which is the Ram Markets corridor, pardon me. And so it has reduced the amount of road space that motorists can actually use to engage. And that's why you will still find on this side of the road a major honk battle, if I can put it that way, frustrations. In fact, if we had come in earlier, we would have seen two motorists about to dig it out and dish blows to themselves just out of frustrations on how long they've stayed in this market, and noting how much fuel costs as of now in Lagos and Nigeria as a whole. It's quite difficult to speak to any of the motorists now, except if the traffic situation becomes quite bad. We are not praying for that. But of course, this will have enabled us to speak with one or two persons to know how they feel about this traffic situation. But for now, that is the traffic situation we have here. The road eases up from Warawa backwards to Ojodubeja if you're coming from Ibadan Expressway to Lagos. But if you're going out of Lagos from Berger, and I'm sure it still goes far deep into Lagos environment, especially from the 7 of people coming from the island down to the mainland and moving out of Lagos, it's going to be a lot of economic hours wasted today in this traffic.
If you can get one or two car owners to also speak with. But before then, let's connect with our correspondent who is in Abuja, Sumaya Abubakar, to give us a feel of what the situation is like in the FCT. Hello, Sumaya. Please go ahead and tell us what's up in Abuja. What's happening?
Good afternoon, Hussein. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you. Please go ahead.
So I'm live here in Waro Market, and of course, as you can see, I don't know if you can pan around and show them what the market is looking like. Now, it's this market, of course, it's the cattle market right close to Apple, and it is really big. It has a lot of cattle around, and they're talking about prices, which is a lot. Now, of course, I have someone with me, a cattle seller here, and he's going to explain to us, of course, the prices, and we will get to know how much. So I'm here with Bala Basiru, and Bala, please walk us through the prices of the ram here in this market. I mean, talking about from the lesser price to the highest price here.
Rams are very cost than before, not just like last year, because there is increase in prices. The way we bought them from the market last year is quite different. Just like this. This is almost 2.2, 2.3. That's how we sold this, and the other one as well. So you see this size, you can sell it at the price of 450. Yes.
So why is it so expensive? Why is the price so expensive?
Why is it expensive is because the way we bought them last year are not the same as this year. despite the price and cost from there, and that is how the transport is also cost. Everything we have to like add that together so that we can create a little thing out of it. That is it. So we even sold them out just to get our money back, not for them, because they were cost and they are not the buyers are very less. Buyers are very less. Like this kind of time last year, I think here we almost counting terms. We can just make few of it. But this year, they are enough. Even in our stores, there are more rams there. There's no market. So most people that enter this business, this is something very different. It's something hard. We don't know.
And this is, of course, the market force that are expecting this, not from you people.
No, not from us. Many people, most of our customers, they were complaining they don't even have money to feed while buying rams. That's how
Odasha, this is the situation here in the nation's capital. As much as everyone is thinking that this is a place where people should be able to afford rams, it is really on the high side. We're talking about the lowest price being from 350. Maybe you can find one that looks like a baby, which is about 200. No, I think it's 150 to 200,000. But then we're talking about 1.2 million to 1.5 million naira ram in this time age. So this is currently what is going on in Waro in Abuja. Now back to you, Dashi.
Also, Maya, it does seem like, that amount is quite a lot. But we've actually heard complaints that in most cases, when these livestock are bought on time and kept in the house, they end up dying because they're not well taken care of before the festivity. So is there a possibility that they will be expecting an influx of people, say, by tomorrow morning or tomorrow throughout the day to prepare for the Salah?
Of course, I would want Bala Basiru to answer this. Bala, if at all this reaches tomorrow or even next, we've seen past Eid where at least after a day or two, the prices have to go down. Just like you said, you people are losing money. So what do you intend to do with it? There's a point of reducing for people at least?
Yes, locally sometime, maybe like tomorrow, other people are still coming to get their own tomorrow. And if no one comes, some people that has capital as well, they will store their own, start feeding it, maybe whenever a buyer comes. And those that don't have much capital, they will sell it at any price just to gain the money back. And some lose. Some cannot even have they can't even gain the half of what they bought, but they have to sell it because they don't know, they don't have where to keep it. Because even the feed itself is something different. Yes.
So you pointed out that some people might take this and add more money, more capital to do it. Wouldn't that make it more expensive next time?
Yeah, definitely it will, because they are not just keeping it, because when they keep it, they must feed it. And that feeding was like added the money to the price again. That is how it is.
All right, Dashan, well, you heard from the horse's mouth. This is the situation in terms of the pricing, which is really scary, and it's looking like they might have to pause and hold this until tomorrow and next, and then we'll see if they get to do that. Now, of course, this shows that it's not just the buyers that are the losing end of this, because most people that want to do this sacrificing ritual that is meant to be religious and really blissful, they are also, the sellers are not able to even make their money and recover their money from this. So it's a kind of a lose-lose situation for Nigerians at the Salah Eid preparation.
Sumaya. Now let's go to Austin Azu, who is in Delta State, to give us an update. Hello, Austin. Over to you.
Yeah, good afternoon. Please confirm if you can hear us.
I can hear you, Austin. Please go ahead and give us an update on the festivities in Delta State.
Currently, we are to Oko Market. Oko Market is known for cattle, goats, and ram. However, you can hear some of the voices coming out from the market. By my right-hand side, you see the goats, and you see how it looks like. But however, we saw some people earlier on who came here to purchase.
now, we seem to have a connection issue with Austin. Let's go back to Nii and find out if he feels able to get any motorists to speak with on the gridlock situation on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Nii, can you hear me?
Traffic, how do you feel about this traffic?
The traffic was very huge, all the way from Ojota down to this very Ijora, very, very huge, and there is no way we can avoid it because of the Salah. And that's what is exactly happening. There is no any other vehicle that fall on the road, but it's because of the too much vehicle and a lot of people are traveling this time around. That's what caused the go slow. But as a part of that, nothing.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We caused a little bit of traffic just trying to get that response from one of the motorists. But I have here a Lagos resident as well, Mr. Ayoride. How have you been affected by this traffic?
Yes, this traffic is so much affecting in the sense that people cannot travel as easy as that. I've been on this road now for almost 3 hours now. I want to enter motor, but there is a lot of people, a lot of traffic, so the movement is very slow.
If you don't mind me asking, where are you traveling to? And have you heard how much they are calling that place? How much is transportation to your location?
Yes, actually I'm traveling to Ibadan, and on a normal day, Lagos here to Ibadan is 3,000, 4,000. But today now, they are saying 8,000, 10,000. So, in fact, we are just stranded. We are just stranded because of the Salah festival and the odor traffic. So that's it.
Thank you very much. You've heard it from Mr. Ayoride, and I'm sure there are so many other residents of Lagos, Ibadan that are applying the truth, that want to meet with their families, either to celebrate, or even some who are living in Ibadan and are working in Lagos, or some working in Lagos, or some who are living in Lagos and work at Ibadan. Now they're stranded here. A lot of frustration that almost every 2 minutes you see some motorists come down here and dig it out with each other out of frustration. And this is going to be going on for a long while because the Kara corridor where the RAM is being sold is still quite active, and I'm sure it's going to be active for the next couple of days. So a lot of people are stranded, they're angry, but there's nothing they can do for now.
Thank you so much, Igbalani, for that update. Now let's try and connect with our correspondent in Plateau State, Chizoba Nyongwe, to give us an update of preparations for the festivities. Chizoba, if you can hear me, please go ahead.
Hello, Dashara. Thanks for having me. I'm currently in it is called Yanshano Market in Nasarawa area of Jos, Plateau State. And of course, you can see behind me, that's all around me, not just behind me, all around me, you can see varying sizes of rams that we have here in the market, of course, waiting for buyers. Some of them, as we have been told, have been bought by people that are, of course, waiting for a few hours from here now to celebrate Salah. So one amazing thing I just got to understand now is that the male rams here are more expensive than the same sizes of the male in female, the female counterpart, so to speak. And the reason is that the male ram, when slaughtered, has more reward than slaughtering the female ram. I'm yet to get more details on that, but that is the situation at the moment. And so that is why we have them all here waiting for the buyers. And then as part of cost, I was told that, in fact, if you can see by my left here, this white one beside me here has gone for 750,000 naira. It's been bought already, but the owner is coming back to pick it up. So that is to tell you how expensive these rams are. And asking the chairman of this market why it is like that, normally you get to see that same size going for 300,000 naira, 350 or 400,000 naira. But today it is as high as 750,000 naira. And we're also shown one that is going for 800,000 naira. So, but the sadness behind this all is that people would say there is no money in circulation. The economy is biting so hard for so many people. They did not envisage this to continue up till now. Unlike last year, same ones that will go for 800, 500 were lesser than what it is today, going by like 200,000 naira, 500,000 naira, respectively. However, I have one respondent here to tell us more about these rams in the market. Mr. Sheep, please join us. Thank you for having me. All right. Okay, so Shitu, tell us about these rams here in the market.
I'm here to purchase. So mostly I want to also sacrifice one. I need to see the one that my money can afford to buy. I've purchased someone at the price at 250 thousand salt. Same size I bought last year at 150. Such so rams are here in the market all over town, so that markets. Okay. So the price has skyrocketed. So I don't know. I'm still searching.
Okay, so what do you think can be done so that the average people out there, Nigerians out there, will be able to get at least one or two to have the celebration complete tomorrow?
You know,
All right, well, thank you so much, Chizoba, for that update.